Hey there, baby dolls. Y'all baby dolls today. Nettie here. Welcome back to Transcendent Love. Hopefully y'all are doing exceptional today. I feel like I always say that, but I always mean it. I hope that y'all are doing fantastic. And I still haven't gotten a mic. Also, y'all might hear them vibes in the back. I got that smooth jazz going on because I'm a smooth jazz girl. But it just feels good. I hope that y'all's life feels like smooth jazz. Mine does. I am super, super grateful. Super grateful for the place I am in life. Y'all. What I'm not gonna do is sit up and cry in front of y'all at this. At least I don't think so, not right now. But there's a message. Per usual, it's about finances. I think that we often talk about abundance in every facet, but more specifically, we need to talk about making sure that your finances are in order, making sure that you are setting yourself up to succeed financially with intention. We talked a bit about budgeting, but now it's time to go a little bit further than that. I hope that everybody understands the importance of budgeting when you are not where you want to be in life. At some point in life, there won't necessarily be a budget that is necessary, but if you're not balling out right now, it's necessary. So until we get to where we want to be, we got to implement a budget and stick to it. Yeah. There are a number of financial breakthroughs that are waiting. In waiting. You already have in another timeline the thing that you want. The future you has everything that you want. But the right now you is needing to set some things in motion and see the path. Part of that is setting yourself up financially at the level that you are. What does that mean? It's going to mean a number of different things for different people because this is a collective message. At the very least, 10% of what you make needs to go to you. You need to invest in yourself. You need to have within your budget a number of different categories. And you got to be really serious about it and see it actually working. If you have a budget in place, then you know where all of your money goes, and you know and see how some of those funds can be redistributed or reallocated to set yourself up in a number of ways. First, about 10% of what you make needs to go to you, whether you choose to, whether you choose to invest that money in another vehicle that makes more money for you so that you can position yourself in that way. But you still also need to make sure that you are putting inside of your budget money for you to do things to enjoy your life. That is also an investment in yourself. That is going to pay off so much more than it would seem like. I know that there are going to be a lot of people that see this and they're like, I don't have any extra money. If you do that budget, you'll see you do. Because that would ultimately mean that you're cutting out some of the things that are absolutely unnecessary. When we aren't where we want to be in life, we don't pay for conveniences on a regular basis. DoorDash, Uber Eats, all that kind of stuff. When you are on a budget and you're serious about your finances, you drive yourself to the grocery store. Unless you are unable, you drive yourself. Yeah, you just got to do, when you are not where you want to be, Hulu, Netflix, none of them things are necessary, so they got to go too. So you got a whole lot more extra money. And it's not even extra, it just needs to be reallocated in such a way that money makes you money. Your money should be working harder for you than you are for it. If you ever want to live the life that you say you desire, it's time to tighten up where the money is concerned. Invest in the stock market, invest in whole life insurance with cash value that you can use while you are living. Many of these things aren't right now money, but they set you up for long term. And if you do it well and you're serious about it, many of these avenues will set you up for shorter term than we customarily think. If 10 years, not all of them will take 10 years, but just for example, if 10 years is going to go by regardless, then you might as well have some money sitting on the side growing in a way that is meaningful, not just a regular bank account where you're receiving 0.01% for your savings. Absolutely not. If any institution is going to hold on to your money, they need to be paying you significantly more to do it. Because what they are going to do is they are going to loan your money out. So they need to pay you significantly more to do that. Otherwise, you need to be investing your money in a place that you are growing it at a rate that is significantly more than you can get with even a high yield savings account. Many of them are at about 3.45% to probably 5%, if I recall correctly. And you can fact check me, look that up for yourself. But even that, if you put your money in the stock market, you learn about the stock market and how that goes, you invest in quality companies, become an owner, part owner, by owning shares of the company, you're growing your money in that way. And then there are so many different ways to invest in the stock market. If you decided to do options trading, you could do that. And you could grow your money significantly more on a regular basis. If you got really great at it, you can be making money every single day. And that's outside of your buy and hold. Your buy and hold shares will be for your generational wealth, your long-term investment, and you can use your options account to trade, make faster money the better you get, to build onto your buy and hold. And at a certain point, you get so good, you don't necessarily have to continue adding to it. You're just playing with house money. And the more money you have to play with. But yeah, so that's a couple of things. But that's pretty much, there are futures. I don't personally know anybody that's making a lot of money off of Forex, but I suppose that's an option. Somebody somewhere is making money off of that, I'd imagine. There are a number of different things that would require a little bit of research as well to be able to grow your money. What did I name already? The stock market, there's a number of different ways. In the stock market, there's a number of different ways where, a great start though, because you do need to have some cash that is liquid in like a savings or something like that. You can do, I don't really know what the rates are for CDs, but I think that many of them are about similar to high yield savings accounts, but high yield savings account is a great start. until you get your bearings with investing in the stock market. But that is a skill you want sooner than later. Right now is an especially great time to begin to invest in the stock market because everything has dropped down significantly lower than it has been. And right now, if everything seems kind of crazy because of the tariff talk, but it is a prime opportunity. There are going to be a lot of millionaires, billionaires, trillionaires that come from this pullback in the stock market. So, however you feel about the tariffs, whatever, we're not here for that. We don't listen. Just don't feel nothing. Just feel like you need to figure out how to learn to invest in the stock market. That's what we need to figure out. And let them figure out the rest on that side of things. But you can make good money off of what is going on right now. So, yeah. If we're going to feel anything, let's feel like making some money. I want to say that that's the message, honestly. I'll listen. All of us have a need to do better. Even if you see this and you making a lot of money, there's still more money that can be made. There's still something that there can be improvements upon your current process that provides for you more money. Unless you are 100% every place that you want to be right now, there's more to be made. And it's not even just about, listen, a lot of us say that we want to be comfortable, but really that just be code for, I don't want to learn what more to do. It requires more from me than I am willing to do. And that is okay, so long as you say that. But don't say, because like, what is comfortable? What's like, really consider for yourself, what is comfortable? I want to be able to pay all my bills. Like, that's cool or whatever, but what kind of life is that? What about if you pay your bills comfortably and be able to go on vacation and be able to have investments that make you more money? Well, what about that? Like, that would be a whole lot more comfortable. I tell you what's comfortable. Not ever having to think about finances. Not ever having to really check your account. That's comfortable. Not ever having, listen, eggs high. How much more comfortable would you be with the caliber of finances where you haven't even noticed and it's never going to matter because you eat eggs and you're going to buy them anyway? It's never about, and this is where we get hemmed up at, it's never about why other people are doing what they're doing to contribute to hardships. People can only make life hard for you if you allow them to. One of my mentors always says this, and it reigns so true. If you allow them, whoever them may be, to feed you, you give them permission to starve you. Excuse me. Who can starve you when you in such a financial place where you only depend on what it is that you've created to provide for your money? And where the stock market is concerned, there isn't a person in between you and the money. You don't ever have to talk to nobody. They don't have to talk to you. The most you have to talk to somebody about an investment that you've made in the stock market is if for some reason something happens and you need some help with your brokerage account. You can make a business of investing. You can do it from a business account. You can do it from a retirement account. Really, there's no reason for us not to have the money necessary. Listen, some people don't want luxurious and lavish lifestyles. Okay, you don't ever have to live that life, but to have the means to do it and decide not to is different than not having it to do and deciding it because you can't. You can't do it. Is why you have decided to not. But the game changes when you have it to do. When you have the money to buy whatever you want and you choose not to buy it, it's a whole different feeling than I can't get it because I ain't got it to do. Trust. And it's like with any item. When you go to the store, just at the current level, you go to the store and you decide, I could get that, but I ain't gonna get it. I don't really want it like that. That feels a lot better than going to the store like, I really, really want that, but I really, really don't got the money for it. Don't it? All of life is that way. So let us stop lying to ourselves about just wanting to be comfortable. And be willing to do what it takes, because really, y'all, time is not getting any easier for people who aren't making this way for themselves. It really is not. Things are continuously changing. And we always talk about how the rich get richer, the wealthy get wealthier. It's because of things like the stock market. It's because they are willing to do. These things are not even hard. They just know what to do with their money. They know how to make their money make them money. They aren't working harder for the money than the money is working for them. That money needs to make money babies. So let us get serious. Open up a brokerage account. Start putting some money over there. YouTube is a wealth of knowledge for free. Whatever you want to know, you can find out from YouTube. Until you get yourself into a position where you can pay for a course, act like you want it and go get it off YouTube for the free. Hell, my videos are mostly incomplete. They don't really tell you anything about investing in the stock market for real. And quite honestly, I don't really intend to put out any additional information on it. It's just not at least not right now. At some point, maybe I will teach people more about it, but right now, that's not the area I'm leading in. I want us all to be better mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, and financially. All of the areas. So I'll give what Spirit gives me to give. I'll just say that. I'll give what Spirit gives to me to give. And for right now, it's financial awareness about some other things and encouragement to go ahead and do right now what needs to be done, especially in the stock market, because things are not going to be any cheaper than they have been. Some of the cheapest prices were, or some of the cheapest shares of companies were when everybody was extremely afraid. And they like, oh, the sky is falling, the bottom's gonna fall out the stock market. That's when everything was the cheapest, but everything is still very much on sale. Now, when they was crying, everything was on like super clearance, like final sale. Right now, it's just on sale. And it ain't gonna be for much longer. So do your thing. Figure out what you need to figure out. We got smartphones. The same mentor says, use your smartphone to do smart stuff. All the information you need is at your fingertips. Go get what you want. Or get washed up. with all of this stuff that's coming into play. Don't do that. Just go make a life better for yourself. Telling you it's worth it to do. Life is a lot less stressful. Now, it'll have its different kinds of stresses, but more money will fix a lot of your issues. Manifest it, but do some work too. Ask spirit, what do I need to do? Where do I go to find this? And I promise you, you'll get the guidance you need. Even to the degree that you know the phone listen to you. So when you talking to spirit about how you get to where you're going and how you figure out how to do this, this, and that, and all the ads begin to pop up, it will be no different. But let's get serious and stop playing. And go on and get this money. It's out here to get. Anyway, that's the message. I hope that it helps somebody. I hope it helped you. But also, if you choose not to, listen, don't choose not to. You depend on you. Your family depends on you. And people need to see you prosper so they know what's possible. Not for you to be nasty. Not for you to be rubbing in nobody's face. But so people can know that there are ways, even if they didn't know about the way until you made an appearance in their life doing the thing that got you more money and can get them more money. Anyway, I hope they help somebody. But yeah, get that money, honey. I love you. I do. And I hope you're listening. I hope you're paying attention. I hope you go on and go get that money. Because it's out there. It don't take a lot. It don't take a lot. Love and light. Go on and be great now.